Also, I don't want to do 5 shows at the Garden.
Well, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I bet you could.
Yeah, I suppose.
I bet you could. Well, people fucking love comedy right now.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, we're having a great time. It's a lot of fun right now.
It's a fucking ball. I have no concerns on stage about,
yeah,
is this going to be...
They're coming to see you.
Yes.
They
also,
know what
by
to
the way,
expect.
I like, the other thing is that this time was good for comedy. The time of people getting their assholes a little tighter. Because, like, I was listening to Patrice last night with my opener, Ariel, just 3 names for some reason, fucking Ariel Isaac Norman. We worked together in New Orleans. We did a show in Mobile and we drove to New Orleans. And I was playing for her Patrice's album, Mr. P. And Patrice O'Neill. And he does a couple of bits and he says to the crowd, you guys are laughing, that's good. But you're not all laughing, and that's good. I don't want you all to laugh. If everybody's laughing, it's not fun. You need somebody in here going like, that's not okay. And I believe that. Like it actually makes comedy better if it has an adverse, if you have pushback. Because, and the problem that some comedians have is they get hurt. They get their feelings hurt. If someone doesn't like the joke, they feel that it's, oh, you don't like me. And then they back away from anything that makes them feel like that.
Yeah.
But if you can be like, here's a terrible thing. And the audience goes like, oh. And you just hear, you don't get emotionally involved.
Yeah.
You hear the, and you go, okay, I can either go around it or I can go into it. We can go further into this. There's potential in that horrible feeling for another laugh past it that they've never experienced.
Right.
Because usually when an audience shows, I don't want to hear that, people back away. But if you stay with it, I'm still talking about it. I'm still talking. I'm still your friend. Like, I'm not going, fuck you people.
Right.
You know, that thing, that's another cop-out.
Right.
Fuck you, you pussies. You just go, okay, you didn't like it? Well, here's a little more about it. And then you see them, and if you get them like that, and then you can... I remember once I was in Houston, and there was the Houston Improv. And it's pretty much a black club. Like, it's mostly black comedians go there, and the clientele for the Houston Improv is mostly black people, Texas black people. And so I went and did a weekend there, and it was a lot of my fans, but it was a lot of folks that just come to the Improv. So I could see in their faces that they don't know me. And there was this one table of people, they were dressed like it's Easter, like beautiful clothes, you know? And this woman in like a robin's egg dress and just beautiful makeup, this black woman. I was doing this bit about pedophiles, one of the many pedophile bits. I don't remember which one. It was the thing about that they should make very realistic dolls of children for pedophiles to fuck. And she was just like literally putting her hands up like, please don't. And I looked at her with love, with sympathy. I was really playing to her now. And I'm trying to convince her that I'm not just trying to piss her off, that there's something worth hearing in here. And somehow, I don't remember what the moment was, but there was a moment in the bit where she went, I get it. And then she started to laugh. And I felt this relief. I think she would rather not have had the experience at all. But I don't know. I just love that so much.
Yeah.
I love doing that so much. And then it finds, now I have a bit that she's part of, that her resistance helped me find all of the round edges to the bit and all of the angles. You know what I mean?
That's one of the most fascinating things about comedy is that you really need the audience to develop it.
You need them.
You can't do it in a vacuum.
No, it is the one art that the audience is your horn. That's your fucking instrument.
Yeah, they're participating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you need a bunch of different kinds of audiences.
So many.
Yeah, from all over the world.
Yes, you need to see people that aren't like you. That's the most important thing, is to go to places where you're like, this is not going to be fun. And there's bits that I do that I'm like, I don't want to do this to them. I don't want to feel this feeling. But I know if I keep doing it, each audience will bring me closer to them and figuring out. And then there's this bad point where these bits that I do that are like about pedophilia and stuff, they get to where they're killing because I've fashioned them so well and had so much great collaboration with different kinds of outrage. And now it's a blistering hot bit. And then when I'm doing it, I forget it was ever offensive.
Right.
And I just go like, I'm doing it like this, like, yeah, you're going to love this. And I always crest over the wave to some audience that they just stare at me like, what are you talking about? And I go, oh, yeah, that's right. This is
a fucked up subject.
This is a fucked up thing to be talking about. And then they remind me to approach it like this.
Yeah.
Like the way you're talking to somebody with like a panicking person with a gun.
Right.
You know, who's got a guy like this and
Yeah.
he's doing this.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to get him to breathe. You're trying to get him, trying to take them through a scary room. But what a great thing to take people to where the things that they hate and make them laugh at them, What a great thing. For some of us. Some people don't like that.
No, some people just like
fine.
clean and easy, and
Yeah.
that's fine too. I mean, there's a great audience for that too. I think one of the unique things that you've always liked to do is you like to go to clubs unannounced, so they don't know you're going to be there. They're not your fans necessarily. They're just
Right.
people. And then you just drop in and try stuff out.
Yeah, that's the most honest thing, I mean, there's thinking of some analogy where if you turn up all the dials, it all becomes zero again. Mm-hmm. So if you're doing your audience, there's also a huge amount of pressure. They're paying more money, and they've been waiting. So you feel this thing of like, this has got to be good. The pressure is really high for those shows. There's support, but those are your customers.
Yes.
So they're just like, let's go.
Yeah.